In a cozy little town nestled between rolling hills and whispering pine trees, there lived a kind-hearted scientist named Professor Luna. She had soft silver hair that sparkled like moonlight, and always wore the most comfortable sweaters in gentle shades of blue and purple. Her small cottage laboratory sat at the edge of town, surrounded by a garden filled with flowers that nodded peacefully in the evening breeze. Professor Luna had an unusual trait. She was a sleepwalker. Each night, as the stars began to twinkle in the velvet sky, she would drift into peaceful dreams. Sometimes, while deep in these dreams, she would rise from her bed and walk through her home and garden with eyes gently closed, as if dancing with the moonlight. At first, Professor Luna worried about her sleepwalking, but her dear friend, a wise old owl named Cosmos, who lived in the oak tree beside her cottage, assured her that sometimes the most wonderful discoveries come when we least expect them. Cosmos would watch over her during her nighttime wanderings, his soft wings ready to guide her safely if needed. One particularly peaceful night, when the moon was full and round like a pearl floating in the sky, Professor Luna drifted into her laboratory while sleepwalking. Her fingers moved gracefully across her work table, mixing drops of moonlight that had collected in dewdrops with the essence of sweet-smelling flowers from her garden. The starlight streaming through the window seemed to dance around her as she worked. In her dreaming state, she hummed softly, her movements as gentle as butterfly wings. Drop by drop, she combined the ingredients in a special crystal bowl that caught and reflected the moonlight like thousands of tiny stars. The mixture began to glow with a soft, peaceful light that reminded one of fireflies on a warm summer evening. When morning came, and Professor Luna awoke in her favorite armchair in the laboratory, she found the bowl filled with a gently glowing liquid that sparkled like starlight captured in a dewdrop. Beside it was a small notebook filled with her own handwriting, explaining exactly what she had done during her sleepwalking adventure. Fascinated by her nighttime discovery, Professor Luna carefully carried the glowing bowl to her garden. With Cosmos watching curiously from his branch, she gently sprinkled drops of the luminescent mixture around her flowers. As each drop touched the earth, it created a soft, glowing circle of light that pulsed gently like a lullaby. Over the next few nights, something magical began to happen. The flowers in her garden started to give off a gentle, soothing light. They created a peaceful glow that helped everyone in the town sleep more soundly. Children who had trouble drifting off to sleep would look out their windows at Professor Luna's garden, and the sight of the softly glowing flowers would help them feel calm and peaceful. Word spread through the town about the beautiful garden that glowed like starlight. Soon, other gardens began to shimmer with the same gentle light. As Professor Luna shared her discovery with her neighbors, the whole town became known as the place where gardens glowed with dreams, and where sleep came easily to everyone who lived there. Professor Luna realized that what she had once thought of as a peculiar habit had led to something wonderful. Her sleepwalking had helped her create something that brought peace and comfort to others. Every evening, as the sun set and her garden began to glow, she would sit in her comfortable rocking chair on the porch, with Cosmos perched nearby, and watch as the gentle light spread across the town like a soft, warm blanket. The glowing gardens helped everyone remember that sometimes the most beautiful discoveries come when we're dreaming, and that what makes us different can also make the world a more magical place. Professor Luna continued her peaceful nighttime wanderings, always under the watchful eye of Cosmos, creating more wonderful discoveries that helped people rest and dream. As time passed, travelers would come from far away just to see the town where gardens glowed with dreaming light. They would stay for a while, resting in the peaceful atmosphere, before returning home with small bottles of Professor Luna's Starlight mixture and stories about the gentle scientist who discovered it while sleepwalking. And so, the town became known as a haven of peaceful dreams, where the soft glow of starlight gardens helped everyone drift into sweet slumber, and where a kind professor's nighttime wanderings had transformed into something magical that brought comfort to all who saw it. Each night, as the stars appeared in the sky, the gardens would begin their gentle glowing, reminding everyone that sometimes the most wonderful things happen when we're peaceful enough to dream.